All right, let's talk trading. In today's market, we are absolutely swimming in incredible tools, right? We have tools for seeing the market, tools for executing our trades, but what about that critical part in the middle? The actual decision? That space right between the analysis and the action, that's the reasoning layer. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today. So let me ask you this. Have you ever been there? You've got the top-tier charting software, the fastest execution platforms, the whole shebang, but your results just aren't matching up with your setup. It's super frustrating, right? And it usually points to something much deeper than the tools themselves. Because that really is the modern trader's dilemma. The edge, the real edge, isn't found by adding one more indicator or finding a slightly faster bot. It comes from the quality and, more importantly, the consistency of your decisions, especially when the market is just throwing pure chaos at you. Okay, so to really get why there's a gap, we first have to look at the tools we already have. The current landscape is pretty much dominated by two kinds of tools, ones for seeing the market and ones for doing something in it. First up, the absolute powerhouse for visualization, TradingView. I mean, if you're a trader, you know TradingView. It is a phenomenal canvas for charting, for drawing out your analysis, for visually expressing your ideas about the market. For pure analysis, it's the undisputed king. But here's the reality check. Most traders don't fail because they can't draw a good trend line. They get into trouble when their indicators are screaming opposite things, or when that perfect, beautiful trend just evaporates into a choppy, sideways nightmare. The same setup can act totally different depending on the market context. And in the end, that final call is all on you, under pressure, with real money on the line. There's a quote from the source material that just nails it. TradingView is great for drawing tools, but it doesn't do reasoning. It's an incredible canvas for sure, but it doesn't have a built-in framework for thinking through all those complex, often contradictory signals. Now, on the other side of the coin, you've got automation, and we'll use 3 commas as the prime example here. This is the world of grid bots, DCA bots, tools that are designed for one thing, pure, relentless execution. You set the rules, you hit go, and you let it run. And look, automation is powerful, no doubt, but it has this one critical weakness. Grid bots, they are geniuses inside a nice, stable, predictable range. But the second that range breaks, the whole strategy becomes incredibly fragile. The bot can't tell you why you should change your approach, it just keeps on executing, which means you're always one step behind, trying to fix things after the damage is already done. And this gets to its core problem. 3 commas is fantastic at answering the question of how to execute a simple command over and over again, but it's completely silent on the most important strategic question of all. Okay, what should I do next? So you see it, right? We have tools for seeing and tools for doing. This shines a huge spotlight on the gap, the missing piece, the bridge that connects analysis to execution. That's the reasoning layer. This table, honestly, this is where it all clicks. Think of it this way. TradingView is your canvas. That's for analysis. 3 commas is your executor. That's for automation. TradeOS is designed to be something totally different, the brain, focusing purely on the reasoning. Now, this is all powered by something called a reasoning trading agent. So what on earth does that actually mean? Well, instead of just seeing an oversold RSI in a chart and manually deciding to buy, you build structured logic, something like, if the big picture market trend is bullish, and my asset is pulling back to a key support level, and the RSI is oversold, then, and only then, do I execute a buy. It's all about building a system for your decisions. And you've got to understand, this isn't just about tacking on a new feature. This represents a fundamental shift in how you actually approach trading. You stop being a reactive chart watcher, and you become a proactive system builder. Let's just walk through what this new workflow actually feels like. First, you move beyond just reacting to signals and you start building structured reasoning to understand why those signals even matter. Second, you stop looking for just one perfect outcome and you start planning for multiple scenarios, like if the market breaks up, I'll do this, but if it breaks down, I'll do that. Third, that one-off analysis you did on a chart becomes reusable logic that you can test and improve over time. And finally, you stop just using a bunch of separate tools and you start building them into one cohesive strategy engine. The big idea here is this. You're no longer just slapping indicators on a chart and hoping for the best. You are actively building an intelligent system, a trading brain that learns and evolves with every single rule you give it. Now, this approach sounds pretty powerful, but let's be real, it isn't for everyone. So, is it right for you? Let's run a quick litmus test to see if this way of thinking clicks with your trading style. Ask yourself, does any of this sound familiar? You feel like you've got enough charts and signals, but what you really need is stronger decision logic. Or maybe you've been burned by those automated bots that just couldn't adapt when the market shifted. Maybe you just want to take all that hard-won experience you have and turn it into a repeatable system. If you're nodding along, this approach was probably built for you. It's for traders who value a strategic plan way more than just raw automation.
This really brings it all home. Let's put it simply. If you want to analyze the market, TradingView is the best tool on the planet. If you want to automate simple, repetitive tasks, 3 Commas has you covered. But if you want to decide to make better, more consistent decisions, that's the specific gap TradeOS is built to fill. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're a discretionary trader or fully systematic. The one thing that actually scales and survives all the crazy market cycles is consistent reasoning. It's the bedrock of any long-term success. So the real question to ask yourself is this. In your trading right now, are you just drawing on a canvas, hoping to spot the next big move? Or are you actively building a robust decision engine that's designed to handle whatever the market throws at it? The answer to that could change everything.